Alright, Tomb Raider. Oh, there's a new one coming out. Alright, I haven't played a Tomb Raider in years. Oh wait. It's a movie. What's more impressive than Lou Gehrig's hitting streak? What's more impressive than Cal Ripken's most games played? What's even more impressive than Goldberg's undefeated streak in WCW? The fact that video game movies still suck, and this is no different. 2018 Tomb Raider. Alright, Tomb Raider. This is actually going to be a reboot. We had some in the early 2000s starring Angelina Jolie. This one's starring Alicia Vikander. Did I get that name right? Alicia Vikander. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's her name. Stars as the titular character Lara Croft, and basically this is an origin story. It's stating how she became the Tomb Raider, and basically what happened is she started, her dad has disappeared. She doesn't want to inherit the family fortune or the position at Croft Enterprises. She ends up finding a bunch of clues eventually and goes in search of her dad. So we see her evolution on how she wanted, or how she ended up becoming the Lara Croft from the games. And this movie's not very good. This movie is really, for an action movie, this movie is strangely boring. This movie is about a little bit less than 2 hours, and I was checking my watch constantly because I was so disinterested in the story. There was something there in the fact that you could have had her. I like the fact that they, she's not automatically a badass. Like she has to learn how to do things, or like you see her training in MMA. We know that she's smart despite the fact that she didn't go to college. But there's this whole thing about the movie where it's trying... I think there's just way too much talking in this movie, or there's just way too much, we have to get to A to B to C before we even get to any of the tomb raiding. And it's so dull and nothing's interesting about it. Alicia is fine as Lara Croft. I think she has the look because she is supposed to play a younger Lara Croft. I think she's supposed to be in her early 20s, but for some reason Alicia looks like she's in her early or in her mid-teens. Like I can still see her as one of the background characters in Spider-Man's Homecoming. She's not quite that young, a little bit older, but her facial definitely looks facially she looks very, very younger than her early 20s. The story it's basically about they have to go into this tomb to get a creature, a Chinese creature, who supposedly can kill people. And there's this company called Trinity, run by the main villain of the movie, played by Walter Goggins, who is completely wasted in this movie. But there's no explanation on why things are happening. That's a big problem with this movie. Everyone's motivations are really vague. The bad guys want to get this... to release this person, but it's never explained why and what purpose does it serve. And Walter Goggins alludes to this company called Trinity and says, oh, we have networks everywhere. And it's just like, okay, but why? It's never explained exactly why they want this grave. And then he's really wasted. He's such a good actor. If you ever seen Justified, he was in Sons of Anarchy. He was in The Shield. And this is the second movie this year he's been wasted in as the villain. He's also the villain in the Maze Runner that came out earlier this year. I mean, and he damn near should be having a long mustache twirling it at the beginning, because as soon as you meet him, he's like, oh, I'm the bad guy. And it's just like, the action in this movie there are scenes in this movie that literally feel like it was from a video game. There's a really contrived runaway scene that involves a plane and a river, and it literally feels like I'm watching a CGI cut. You can tell that Alicia was doing it, but the way everything was contrived and the way everything, goes from here to here to here, felt like I was watching a cut scene, just shot with real people. And I will say, for a $90 million movie, this movie is pretty ugly looking, or it looks cheap at times. Like, it looks like there was no type of directing whatsoever in this movie. And there was a couple of scenes like that where I was just sitting there going, this could have been a video game, and I probably would have had more fun playing it than watching it. The ending had the twist ending, or somewhat twist ending, was just like eye-rolling, and I got it. It just didn't care at that time. And then at the end, of course, they do, because they want to make this a franchise, they sequel bait us. And I was just rolling my eyes going, can you finish one shitty movie before you tell us we're going to get a second shitty movie? I shouldn't probably be that bad on it. It's not awful. It's just so uninteresting. There's not... This is from a bad script. I would like to see her Alicia play Tomb Raider again, because she looked like she can do it. And... the whole MMA thing the story wasn't there. Story wasn't there. No one was given anything really important to do. There were just so many scenes that felt like it was from a video game, and when it didn't feel like it was from a video game, I was like largely bored through this movie. So yeah, if you were looking at this movie, hoping to finally get the good video game to a live action movie thing going, I guess we'll be waiting for Duke Nukem, or do what I do. Let's hope for Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet. That's about the best we're gonna get. If I had to score this movie, give it a 4. Nothing was terribly wrong, but nothing was right. Everything just was a mess. Or it was just a snooze. Some of these action sequences could have been good, and then but there was nothing there. Like, they got the main character right. The bad guy, Walter Goggins, could have been something if he would have been given something to do, but he was just boring, and his ideas were vague, and there was nothing there. Yeah. Better luck next time, video game fans. That's it from me. Did you see Tomb Raider? Judging by the box office reports, not many of us did. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and I will be talking to you later with another review. Bye.